All right, ladies and gentlemen, good evening, and we are so glad to have you back on today's episode of Top Notch Live Show. With me here is a very important personality, one whom we have been longing to have on our show. But thank God today we are here with him. This is Dr. Confidence Ume, and we are grateful to have him amongst us today. Dr. Confidence, you are welcome. Thank you very much
Thank
for
you,
coming.
Mr. Manuel.
We are
Thank
very
you.
grateful, sir. He has been a very difficult person to find, but we thank God that he has given us the privilege to come to his house in Banana Island to interview him. And we must say we are grateful and we are
You're
glad
welcome, Mr.
for the
Manuel.
opportunity given us to interview you.
You've been
Thank you very
chasing me
much, sir.
around now, so I have no time. You've been very.
Of course, people have been saying, bring Mr. Confidence, bring Mr. Confidence. Those people don't know that you have gotten your doctor's degree already. They are still saying, bring Mr. Confidence. I keep telling them, he is now Dr. Confidence. So, you see, because of what people are, you have to give people what they want. Because they have been saying, bring him, bring him, bring him. That's why we have to, pursue you down to your house, to your very
It's a
house.
pleasure. It's a pleasure to be on this show.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
What the offer you now that you're in my house today? You are
The main issue on ground now is to get the job done, to give people what they want.
all right.
So, sir, before we move into today's questions that we have for you, I would like to read your profile so that the people would actually know the kind of person we are dealing with. Those people who don't know you,
My profile is not much to go to talk about.
but let them just know why we are here.
This guy.
Mr. Confidence Ume is the chairman and CEO of Top Notch Global Resources, which is an umbrella name for all his investments. He is a wealth creation coach, a mentor, a business growth consultant, a transformative public speaker who has traveled the globe to speak. He is also the proprietor of Queen's Care International School, the CEO of Top Notch Music World, Inclined, and the pioneer founder of the Billionaires Den. He is the owner of the Top Notch haulage and logistic firm. He is the chairman of Top Notch Real Estate Company and author of Top Notch Nelson handwriting books for schools and step-by-step guide to stick market investment. He is a recipient of several prestigious awards like the Business Leader of the Year Award, Fortune 500 recognition, etc. And above all, he is married with children. So we are grateful to have you in our midst today. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir. Yeah, we have several questions for you, and the question we would actually, or we are longing to receive answers from you is first, what are the key habits that helped you to build and sustain wealth? Because when we look around you and we see your cars, we see the mansions you have around, and then we see the influence that you are putting out there. Everybody wants to be like Dr. Confidence. Everyone wants to achieve what you have achieved. So the first question that keep coming to our mind is, what are the key habits that helped you build and sustain this wealth? We are not seeing you rising and falling like other billionaires do. They rise and fall today. Tomorrow they have. Tomorrow they are nothing. Tomorrow the world is talking about them. Next tomorrow we are not hearing anything about them. So we want to know what has kept you in limelight for this long.
Consistent reading, consistent upgrading of knowledge. If you become too old to learn, you will fall, you will become outdated.
Okay.
So the one thing that has kept me in this position, that has helped me sustain wealth, is that I continuously upgraded my knowledge. I continuously learned new things. I try to fit in with the past, my own generation and this generation as well. So, and one other thing that really helped me, but when I look at this with sustainability, it's always been about keeping up with the times.
Okay.
If, for instance, I was doing, there are some businesses you may be doing at a particular time that will no longer be favorable. For instance, somebody that is selling that was once selling typewriter,
Okay.
that keeps selling typewriter, and automatically you will know that the person is going to be phased out. Nobody is using typewriter anymore.
Yes.
So I have kept up with the times. Understand? When I see the times are changing, I change
with the time.
along
You
with them.
upgrade,
If I see
yeah.
a business that I'm doing and I see that, for instance, AI is taking over that particular
Yes.
thing, I upgrade to meet up with the current standard. Understand?
Okay.
So that continuous and consistent learning
There should be an
has
upgrading.
kept, yes, I kept You know, this is 10 years ago. What was relevant 10 years ago
Might not be relevant now. Yes, yes.
And so I kept up with relevant knowledge. That's why I have mentors and stuff.
Okay.
I surround myself with a network of people who are also like-minded. So if there are new opportunities, new things that are coming in, we share it with each other, and then we keep abreast of knowledge. And that is in the Bible. My people perish because of lack of knowledge. So it's not that they don't know, it's because they don't lack the requisite knowledge that will keep them understand.
Yes.
So I'm over in my kind of business, for instance, in Queen's Care School now, for instance, I see that a particular method of teaching, like the traditional method of teaching, is already obsolete. There's robotic now in the classroom, and there's so many robotic. There's AI, and there's so many things now that schools are inventing. Now, normally you will have only like whiteboard material teacher.
Just right
now there are
hands-on learning.
There are smart board where the class is like you come to the class is not the normal traditional class. So that's the most important thing that helped me to be able to sustain my weight. I keep abreast.
You know, there was this teacher I had then in school. He would always say, the brain that does not, or the brain that rests rusts.
Yes.
So you go with that.
I agree with that.
Once you don't keep yourself updated, there is every tendency that you'll be outdated.
There is no two ways about that.
We have actually learned something from it today. Please permit me to ask you more than one question today.
Please go ahead.
The next question I'll ask is, what's a business decision you made that seemed risky at the time but paid off massively?
When I wanted to, there are not just one, but there are many of them that looked like it was a risk. But first that question, so I'll give you a proper answer again.
Okay, it says, what's a business decision you made? The decision you made in a business that seemed risky, but at the end it paid off massively.
Okay. You see, whenever I want to take a risk, I take calculated risk.
Okay.
For instance, I must know that these are the pros and the cons of what I'm going into. Then when I have taken my calculated risk, I know that if I lose this amount of money, I already know that this will be the proportion if I lose. So I know my level of the level of risk I am ready to take. So before I take that risk, I must calculate the risk. If, for instance, when I was selling television, I will buy a television because I already know that this television is 400,000.
Okay.
Is non-tested.
Okay.
I don't know what is inside. It might have been loose or tampered with from abroad. But because I already know what is inside that business, it's a calculated risk. If I buy it, it does not work. Okay. This is what you start to lose. Either the board is not good or one thing is not good inside. Okay. So I can tell you that, okay, if I buy for 400,000 and then this thing is wrong with it or that is wrong with it, I know what to change. It's a calculated risk. If you don't know anything about television, you don't know what could be bad in that television, you don't know what to look out for in the bad television for non-tested, you just go, you buy. It's not a calculated risk. You just bought, and so nobody took you with him to guide you or with you. You just went. So, but if I go there, I know what could be wrong with television, and I'll still buy it. And he said that I know what to do with the dent, and I know I'll still have to sell it because I know what it's your field actually. So it's always the calculated. So now back to your question. The first thing I do is I take risk, but I calculate the risk, like I said. So, but the what I did that were risky, that I've had some that failed, but because there's no wedding man that has not failed before. But the ones I had issues with was when I wanted to go into this music label. Okay. And that haulage. It was something that was completely out of my field. I didn't know anything about it. Yes. But it was because I had this willingness to do something for the music, for the Christian music world. I said, okay, let me learn what I need to learn about it, and then invest in the people that are coming into the music. Yes. So it was a calculated risk. And today, the top-notch music incline has faced, a lot of stars that have come out of this music label because I calculated the risk. I learned, I studied it. I said, okay, I asked people that have been in the music field, okay, what are the this? How do you manage this? And then I went into it. But before I went into it, after I calculated myself, I brought in a good team.
Okay.
Managers who already manage the record label before, who have
who have seen the in and out of it,
who understand this is, so I brought them into the show, and they were running it, but I understood what it is. If they are shortchanging me, I will know.
Okay.
Because I already have an information. Okay, if I'm being an artist, this is how much the artist is supposed to make, and this is how much is supposed to come to me.
Yeah.
And this is how much is supposed to go to the artist. I am not completely out of the know. Because I'm investing, I must know one or two things.
Yes, at least to some extent.
To some extent, not everything, but at least I know the basics. That okay, this is what is obtainable when I do. The same with my haulage firm. I have been seeing when I was in Alaba, I was doing wages. I used to see these haulage bosses who, each of them will one boss, some will have like 3 bosses, and he's not there, but he's doing business and they're sending his money.
Yes.
So I have to go and make my finance. Okay, how do you do this thing? I met the owner, so how do you do it? How do they pay you? How many times in a week does it? So I have to get my information. Then what happens when the bosses breaks down? Who takes the decision? So after I did everything, I calculated the risk. And okay, if this tire spoils, can I afford to buy another tire? So when I calculated all this risk
before you went,
I now went. So the one that were actually was that haulage and the music, but finally they paid off.
Okay, so talking about calculated risk, what I pictured and I want our viewers to actually learn from is that when you are doing risk calculation, when you find out that if this business eventually fails, you will not be able to deal with the loss.
Yes,
it's very wrong.
You lose 1 million.
Can you withstand losing 1 million?
Everybody has their risk aversion level.
Okay.
Some people can. If I lose one, there are people that lose 10,000, they cannot sleep.
And they cannot sleep.
There are people that lose 1 million, they cannot sleep. There are people that lose 100 million and they sleep peacefully.
Yes.
So you have calculated everything. You once had the business we talked about. I remember very well when you had running the Pro and somebody invested in your Pro.
Yes.
The person did not. You understood the risk.
Yes.
You know that okay, these are the things.
If it happens this way, this is what will happen. This is what I stand to lose.
But the last person didn't know anything. All it was like, let me invest. But there was no how much will it cost me in the long run? In 4 months' time, how much will I spend 4 months from now for this thing? Then if this one dies, is there any medicine I can give? If this one is selling eggs, so the person did not calculate. You wanted to, like that, the person wanted to rear a chicken. Did not calculate how much it would cost him to rear this chicken from day old to maturity. Yes. So there was no calculation there. There was no risk calculation. You just entered business without calculating the risk. Understand? So that's what you do. Okay. So that way, if it's going to fail, it will fail, but you will have known that okay, this is how it will fail. This is which way. It's like when you're cutting the tree, you only know the direction the tree will fall.
Oh, okay. So in summary, guys, anyone going into a business should actually, in a way, you are planning to make profits from that business. You should also look at the negative part of it. What if it fails?
What would you do?
What would you do after that? Can you bear the loss? The amount of loss that may come out from that business, or you just pick your whole? I don't know. Would you advise somebody to use his entire savings on a business? This is what I have, my whole lifetime savings.
Okay.
This is, let's say, 500,000. This is my whole 500,000 of my lifetime savings, and then I'm putting the all into a business.
If you want to do that, you can, but just know, like I said, calculated risk. Dangote refinery is worth more than Dangote's net worth. All his net worth plus borrowed money, built the refinery. It was a risk, but already a calculated risk. And so everybody know that Dangote already has successful businesses. So everybody that was investing already calculated, okay, this man has successfully done so thing. So if Dangote invested everything and borrowed to make sure that, and today is paying him massively. Yes. So if you know you want to put in all your investments, understand, which I may not really support, because what happens if if it's a fall, do you have anything to fall back on? But if it succeeds,
that is one thing I wouldn't advise anybody to do. Even as a person, I don't think I can do that.
You can't do that.
That's why as a person, I can't do that.
You cannot risk
all my entire life savings, because what happens?
Particular business.
No, I won't.
The only time you can do that is if you have a source of income that
will back. There is a platform for you to fall back on.
So that means you can risk.
I can risk knowing that even if it happens that I get 0 naira from this business, I have something to fall back on. Not that I'm falling back to a zero, no business business
Remember the
from the back
keyword.
end.
Remember the keyword. Calculated risk.
Thank you very much.
Everything you are doing, just calculate the risk.
Sorry, sir. This will be my final and last question for you. I'm sorry that I've given you back-to-back serious questions, but it still fall back to the fact that I want to give our viewers what they want to hear. The questions I'm willing to ask you. If you have to start over again, like you're starting all over again, businesses with 0 naira in your account, 0 naira, $0, zero, you don't have any money with you, what would be the first thing you would do?
If I was to start all over again, the first step I would take is find literary financial education. The reason why a lot of people are failing is because they don't have any financial knowledge or anything. There's no, you see, the way that I am today is from financial literacy. Understand? So if I lose everything I have, I can't even lose the why, because I've already built networks. I have a network of friends, I have a network of friends around me. You see, if I lose everything now, which is not possible, why it's not possible? Because if I look behind me, I have built a network of friends that cannot let me fall.
Your circle of friends
that cannot let me fall. Understand? But if it finally happens that I lose everything, for instance, it's not possible in that way, because already I've built credibility as a person.
Okay.
I have already built credibility with the banks. I have a network of friends. So if I lose everything, I may not need cash to start again. All I might need is referrals that, okay, Dr. Confidence is coming to a place, give him everything he needs. My credibility is not speaking for me via my network. So you know me, I've built network with you before. So you're a billionaire, and we're all in the same club before. And then so I will go bankrupt. I don't need cash to start all over again. All I need is those network of friends. So I just meet my friend and okay, this is happening. He may not even give me anything. He may just say, okay, go to this company. I'll use my name.
Yes,
we work for you. So they'll give me everything I need.
Everything. There is always, in fact, with the kind of friends that you have kept, there is no zero for you.
There will be no zero.
When you're falling back, you have people that will actually push you back to learn. In fact, everything
that is just so that's why I build network of friends around.
One should be very careful with the kind of friends he or she keep anyway.
You see, my billionaire, you never have an issue, the billionaire's bed. Understand? Where we invest in people. Understand? You see, there's a level you will get to, it to be so hard for you to fall that even if you fall, it's no longer possible for you.
You won't fall to the ground, like you won't fall to the ground.
Not fall so far that there's nothing to help you stand anymore. When people fall and there's nothing to help you, there's no family member,
there is no friend.
That's why you fall to
no church member,
no credibility, nothing around you. I'm not even counting on church. So my friends can also come. Of
course, I've been in churches that can
they can be a part of the church.
Yes.
Understand? But how many churches do you know that have raised a billionaire back to his billionaire status?
I don't think there is. Not even talking about sponsorship. To even there was a day you were talking about sponsor for your music label, for people around in the church circle and all that.
For my book.
For your book, if you didn't stand out to do that, I don't think there's anybody in the church circle that would have come out to actually raise the support.
Why it is so difficult for anybody to support it, because number one is that nobody knows me. It is even the deacon that was at that they assigned to assist me get sponsored did not know me. So there was no credibility. He didn't know. What if I stand for? Because he was like, I think he was scared that if this person invests 1 million and it feels that they will come for him first before they come for me.
Definitely,
because he was on that connected.
Yes, he's at the
so there was no credibility. But like I said, and then the banks don't know me. I can't go to the bank and blow such an amount of money. But that's why over the years I understood that I need to build credibility with the bank, credibility with and a network of good friends that even if I fall, I can never fall directly. I can never fall. There's a way I can even fall to that I can't even fall again. Because there are people that I have also worked with, that I have also raised. Imagine I have angel investors that are investing in their business are making millions. And they say, sir, this guy that this thing cannot. You see, so it's not when you say fall. But when they ask people this question and I say I will do this, I always ask myself, what will I do when I already have people I have built over the years, good networks that I have built over the years, credibility that I have built over the years.
Yes.
It's very, very difficult for such person to fall completely
to the ground.
All
right, viewers, thank you very much for your time. we have really taken a lot of our doctor's time. It's really difficult to have him come by. So we thank God that we have been able to achieve something for today.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Viewers, you have learned from today's episode of Top Notch Live Show. See you next time. We hope that we would see him some other time to ask him more questions, so that we'll get to learn more from him. The kind of friend to take time in building your circle, and then we pray that all will go well for every one of us. Thank you very much. Stay tuned, same time and same station.
Yeah.